The rain had stopped, but the streets of this town never truly dried. They always held a mirror-like sheen, reflecting the glow of street lights in long, watery streaks. I remember the first time I saw it, the night I arrived. A figure sat on a bench just like that one, bathed in the warm, inviting light of a single lamp. It was a familiar, almost comforting sight. But then, I noticed the others. Across the street and down the block, under the cold, sterile glare of the newer LED lights, were more figures. Dozens of them. They sat on benches, leaned against walls, or stood motionless in doorways, all perfectly still, all silent. They never moved, never spoke, never even seemed to breathe. The locals called them the Echoes. They said they were what remained of people who stayed out past the 11th chime of the old clock tower. No one knows why it happens, or what the 11th chime really means. They just know the rule. Be indoors when the bell tolls. The echoes are a constant, silent warning. They don't seem dangerous. They just exist. You learn to ignore them, to walk past their vacant stairs and pretend they're just part of the scenery. You have to, if you want to survive here. But last night, something changed. I was late, rushing home as the clock tower began to chime. I counted along, my heart pounding with each resonant clang. 1, 2, all the way to 10. I slammed my door shut just as the 11th chime began to ring out, a sound that felt like it was physically pressing in on the walls. I held my breath, waiting for it to fade. When the silence returned, I peeked through my curtains. The street was empty. For the first time since I arrived, completely, unnervingly empty. All the echoes were gone, every last one of them. The warm light and the cold light both fell on vacant benches and deserted sidewalks. The town was finally quiet, finally still. And I've never been more terrified in my life. Because if the echoes are the ones who get caught outside after the 11th chime, where do they all go? And more importantly, what happens at the 12th? If you ever find yourself drawn to a town that feels a little too quiet, where the streetlights seem to watch you, maybe don't stick around to find out what the bells mean. Thanks for listening. Follow 4 more stories from the places that exist in the corners of the map.